is, as of 4 a.m., really no major updates to either our wind speeds or our track. So right now, Tropical Depression 2 is still classified as a depression, and the winds are 35 miles an hour, gusting about 40. Let's get to your latest track. It's pretty similar to what last night Alexa showed you at 10 p.m. Still impacts expected late Tuesday and early Wednesday, just south of New Orleans. So most of these are going to be a little bit further south of land, along the coast and over the open water. Here's your Tuesday 1 a.m. timestamp showing the winds around 45 miles an hour. That's, of course, Bertha classification. So we'll be looking today to see that upgrade with the name change once the winds make it to 39 miles an hour. And we're not far off of that now, just 4 miles an hour of a difference. So we'll continue with the eventual westward track. And the reason this is forecast to strengthen is because the more time it spends over the open water in the Gulf, which is warm and favorable for strengthening, the stronger it will become. Of course, if it were to move a little bit further north, then it would have less time in the open water. So it does look like the track is pretty solidified, and most of the models have been in agreement on this over the last 24 hours. It will continue beyond New Orleans and off to the west as we get later into Wednesday and early Thursday. And the system's just not moving very much at all right now. It's pretty much stationary. You saw that 3 mile per hour speed. So the longer it sits there, the more opportunity it has to eventually strengthen. But it's not going to be a super strong storm by any means. Tropical alerts right now in effect for much of the Florida Panhandle. You'll notice a tropical storm warning a little bit south of Port St. Joe, but it's not quite making it all the way to the coastline. And that's because the quote-unquote center of this storm is so much further south, but the major impacts are on the eastern side, which is always the case. So we very well may miss the bulk of the rain inland if this stays far south enough. You'll also notice these tropical storm watches through Panama City off to Pensacola and even up into the Mobile Bay. Those go into effect 48 hours before impacts are possible. So here's our precision cast. You'll notice some of these eastern outer bands through Tampa and along the western side of the Florida coastline. But again, the bulk of the activity is on the eastern side and could stay just south of our area. So we'll continue to keep you posted as the morning goes on. Right now, no reason to be extremely panicked about this by any means. Just enjoy today, which will be hot and quiet. We'll talk about our heat advisory coming up shortly.